Alright. Well, what is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and I'm coming at you guys today with the updates to the TCG's Forbidden Limited list. Yeah, this just dropped on, like, everybody. Literally just just a hour, no, 2 hours ago. I was asleep, so I didn't get a chance to really see this till now. Yeah, this is going to be it's not many changes, but there's some big hits to this list. And if you, of course, you wanted to um play in a more advanced format, yeah, you're most likely going to enjoy this, and some of you are going to hate this. It's typical Yu-Gi-Oh! But the list itself goes into effect on September 25th. So literally in the next 10 days, this list will be officially in play. So literally that is a Monday. That's the last week of September. So literally just the last week of September. And oh yeah, I'm gonna be jam-packed that week. So expect an update from me on that. But with that said, it's time to go ahead and look at the new Forbidden Limited list. So this is a quick version of it. I'll put a link in the description below for the official changes from Konami in case you guys want to see it in full for yourself. So first off is for the Forbidden section, Kashtira Arise Heart. For the limited, we have Chaos Space and Bastille Magnumlit. Then for the unlimited, we have the Herald of Orange Light and Salamangreat Gazelle. So yeah, while this is a very small list, there are three major hits here. First off, Kashtira do not have Arise Heart. Kashtira decks that use, or I'm sorry, not, there's pure Kashtira, and then there's Kashtira with that mixed with other decks. I should remember the term. Hybrid decks. There we go. So Kashtira hybrids and pure Kashtira no longer have a Rise Heart. I mean, we kind of saw this coming because Rise Heart was a very destructive force in the card game. Especially when it came to dealing with a lot of the issues that were created with a spam of level 7s, dropping a whole bunch of monsters here and there, just the overall lineup of things that made what Kashtira is literally has now just been hit every which direction. To be fair, Kashtira had this coming. So no one is surprised, no one is shocked. We all saw this coming. So, I mean, what else did you do? You know, you have to just sit there and deal with the fact that you don't have your amazingly broken, I'm going to lock down the board type of monsters anymore. This it is what it is. Bastille Magnumlit. Now, this is a monster I actually was going to go spend some money on, so maybe the price is not dropped. The Bastille monsters are basically just really good counters to light and dark decks, or decks that are heavily invested in light and dark monsters. One thing I do remember about the Bastille, they have some really big hitters. And Magnumlit was definitely one of the big hitters because Magnumlit ability is that what was it, I believe? That you can special summon this card, and this card is a quick effect if your opponent controls a monster. That if the monster is special summon, you can at the end phase add a dragon monster from your deck to your hand. So in turn, it's an in phase Stratos that is a heavy body to easily be played because you can simply just banish a light or dark monster in the graveyard to special summon it from the hand. And that in turn itself is just a really good effect on its own. So to see Magnumlit get hit, I mean, that's just two less Magnumlits you have to deal with, but you still have to at least deal with one. That's going to be helping you search for the deck. I also think this is an indirect hit for Dragon Link, because this is one of those monsters that Dragon Link definitely took advantage of, because remember, the Bastille monsters are light or dark monsters that can banish other light and dark monsters to summon themselves and then activate other effects. So I'm shocked that it's just Magnumlit, but I wouldn't be surprised if like the other Bastille monsters got hit. Now, another crazy hit to this, of course, and is going to be Chaos Space. Now, Chaos Space itself is also another search card. If you don't know what Chaos Space does, Chaos Space, hold on, because I'm actually having the cards looked up right now. So, Chaos Space is a normal spell. It says you can send one light or dark monster from your hand to the grave to add a light and dark monster that cannot be normal summoned or set from your deck to your hand within the levels of 4 to 8. With a different attribute than the monster you sent to the graveyard. You can banish this card from your grave to target one light or dark monster that is banished that cannot be normal summoned or set, and place that monster on the bottom of your deck and then draw a card. You're going to use each effect of Chaos Space once per turn. So really what you're doing with this is you're stopping Twilight decks from abusing the ability to search and fill up the graveyard. By limiting this, that means decks that were taking advantage of it can no longer take advantage of it. Chaos Space was one of those cards that definitely did that. You know, send a light or dark to the grave, that probably triggers an effect there. Search your deck for another monster that is a corresponding, that is the other attribute that you sent. Then have basically some type of monster that's going to special summon itself that cannot be normal summoned or set through those means, and then put it onto the field. And then just, you know, for added casualties, just, you know, put someone that was banished that couldn't be normal summoned or set back into the deck and then draw a card from it. So yeah, benefits, utility, and supply. That's literally what it is with these three cards. So then we have Herald of Orange Light and Salamangreat Gazelle. Gazelle, I'm surprised, hasn't been unlimited. And I think the only reason why it's now unlimited is simply just because of the fact that, what was it? Oh, Salamangreat just got a whole bunch of stuff in the last Duelist pack. And then Herald of Orange Light, I mean, what things are Angels doing at this point? What, because at that point, most of the stuff that was abusable with Herald has now been limited or forbidden. I believe Ava has now been banned. Brydtron is a deck. It exists. Most Fairy S decks are more casual played now, especially considering the fact that what Herald did was just be a use for counter fairy. And even then, most of the counter fairy stuff was limited as its own. Because I remember, I think it was, I think it was it? It's not Egerton. One of the Cyber Angels was limited for a long period of time, along with Herald, because of how much Drytron was taking advantage of them, because they were all like monsters. There were some like fairy combinations and stuff there. So you get the picture. But yeah, I mean, at this point, both of these two monsters going back into unlimited status is just because a lot of their main conspiring decks just aren't as, you know, abusable as they were. I mean, they're still abusable, but there are things that counter them that are a lot faster, and then you really just have to figure out how you're going to play around them. And most of them are easy to play around. Sorry, but it's kind of how the game is. So, with that said, I think that's going to be the end to wrap up my video. Was I expecting some more things to be hit, to be very honest with you? I guess I kind of was, because there weren't too many hits after. I mean, mind you, this is the first list after Worlds. We still have a lot of new archetypes coming into the game, so we're still awaiting that. I think most people are probably expecting a lot of other utility cards to be hit at this point. But just looking at the abruptness of things that have been going around, give it a minute. I say give it to the next ban list, you know, and see how that goes. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. And I'm sure many of you have your own personal thoughts. Leave those in the comment section below if you guys have anything you would like to contribute. Especially if if you do play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! If there are those who watch my channel and they are more of a competitive player, or they like the competitive scene, can you give them some feedback on, you know, what things made Arise Heart stand out, what things made Magnum Moon and Chaos stand out, and do you believe, well, this is for all players, do you believe there should be more things added to this? Which I'm actually still shocked that there weren't more things added, because I believe the OCG's Forbidden Limited list is going to come out within, actually, the same day, September 25th. So we're really going to see what the OCG's changes are going to be. This is the first time that we've had a TCG list come out before the OCG list. It's been, it's always that crazy gap. So, yeah, definitely want to see what everyone's reaction to this is because a lot of people's reactions are out. So, yeah, thank you guys for the support. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel as it helps me out tremendously. Hit the notification bell so you guys be informed when I upload more content to my channel. Don't forget to hit me up on social media. Those links are in the description box below. And you guys can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/HarpiePlayerJoe. With that said and done, thanks everyone for watching. HPJ signing out. Take care.